Hello friends! Today, you will see what all of A Fistful of Dollars film stars look like now versus when they were on the show. You will know their real names and age. I will show you how they looked then in 1964 and what's with them now in 2023. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go! Number 1. Clint Eastwood as Joe, or Man with No Name. The character of the Man with No Name, also known as Joe, is a mysterious and cunning gunslinger with a distinctive sense of style. He wears a poncho and a wide-brimmed hat and speaks little but observes everything. Joe is a skilled shooter and strategist who is always one step ahead of all of his opponents. But he also has a sense of justice and is willing to help those who are oppressed. Despite his tough exterior, Joe has a softer side and shows compassion towards the innocent. His enigmatic personality and sharpshooting skills make him a compelling and iconic character in the Western genre. Joe, played by Clint Eastwood when he was 34 years old, and now he's 92 years old. Number 2. Guillen Maria Volante as Ramon Rojo. Ramon Rojo is the leader of the Rojo Brothers, a band of ruthless Mexican bandits who terrorize the town of San Miguel. Ramon is a cold and calculating, sadistic killer with a sharp wit and a penchant for violence. He is shown to be a master manipulator, using his charm and charisma to control those around him and his brutality to maintain his power. Ramon is also deeply insecure and obsessed with his reputation, becoming enraged when his authority is challenged. He dresses in flamboyant clothing and wears a distinctive red sash around his waist, adding to his menacing presence. Overall, Ramon Rojo is a complex and unforgettable character whose brutal actions and larger-than-life personality make him a formidable opponent for the Man with No Name. Ramon Rojo, played by Guillen Maria Volante, when he was 31 years old. Sadly, Volante died from a heart attack at the age of 61 in 1994 at Florina, Greece. Number 3. Marianne Cook as Marisol. Marisol is the unwilling mistress of Ramon Rojo and is shown to be a victim of circumstance rather than a willing participant in the Rojo brothers' criminal activities. Despite her situation, Marisol remains empathetic and kind to others. Joe sympathizes with Marisol's plight and later risks his life to save her from the Rojo brothers' safe house. Marisol is portrayed as a strong-willed and resourceful woman despite her difficult circumstances. Marisol, played by Marianne Cook, when she was 33 years old, and now she's 91 years old. Number 4. Wolfgang Lucht as John Baxter. John Baxter is the patriarch of the Baxter family, who are in a violent feud with the Rojo brothers. Baxter is portrayed as a desperate and cunning man who will do anything to end the violence and gain control of the town. He initially hires the mysterious stranger to help him defeat the Rojos and bring peace to the region. However, his plans are foiled when the Rojos capture his son, Antonio, and kill both him and his father. Baxter's character is defined by his desperation to end the violence and protect his family, which ultimately leads to his downfall. John Baxter, played by Wolfgang Lucht, when he was 59 years old. Sadly, on July 10, 1983, Lucht died of a heart attack in West Berlin, West Germany, at the age of 77. Number 5. Margarita Lozano as Consuelo Baxter. Consuelo Baxter is the matriarch of the Baxter family. She is a strong-willed woman who cares deeply for her family's safety and is willing to pay any price to protect them. She is portrayed as a shrewd and intelligent character who recognizes the value of the mysterious stranger's assistance and is willing to work with him to achieve her goals. Despite being at the mercy of the Rojo brothers, Consuelo maintains her composure and refuses to be intimidated. Consuelo Baxter, played by Margarita Lozano, when she was 32 years old. Lozano died of natural causes in Lorca, Spain, on the 7th of February 2022, at the age of 90. Number 6. Benito Stefanelli as Rubio. Rubio is first seen disguised as an American cavalryman during the massacre of Mexican soldiers along the Rio Bravo, where he signals for the massacre to begin. Later, he joins the Rojo brothers and their thugs in their pursuit of the surviving soldiers, engages in a brutal fight with Sheriff John Baxter and his men, and is present during the hostage exchange for Marisol. He is particularly sadistic during the interrogation and beating of the protagonist, Joe, and takes pleasure in the violence. He then joins the Rojo brothers in setting fire to the Baxter family house and brutally massacring anyone who attempts to flee. Rubio meets his end in a hail of bullets during the final confrontation between Joe and the Rojo brothers. Rubio the Shade, played by Benito Stefanelli, when he was 37 years old. Sadly, on December 18, 1999, Stefanelli died unexpectedly of a heart attack at the age of 71. Number 7. Mario Brega as Chico. Chico is a member of the Rojo gang and is shown to be willing to resort to extreme measures to protect his territory and assert his authority. Chico is responsible for assaulting Jesus' father, and later is shown to be a sadistic interrogator, taking pleasure in causing pain to his captives. However, Chico's violent tendencies ultimately lead to his downfall, as he is tricked by the man with no name and killed in an explosive confrontation. Chico, played by Mario Brega, when he was 42 years old. Sadly, on July 23, 1994, Brega died of a heart attack in Rome. He was 71. Number 8. Sieghart Rupp as Esteban Rojo. Esteban Rojo is a younger brother of the Rojo family, known for his violent and impulsive behavior. When he learns of Joe's arrival in town and his possible employment by his older brother Miguel, he is enraged and wants to kill him. However, Miguel convinces him to think rationally and keep Joe as an ally. Esteban is present during the brutal interrogation and torture of Joe after he is captured by the Rojo family, showing no remorse for his actions. Esteban Rojo, played by Sieghart Rupp, when he was 34 years old. Unfortunately, on July 20th, 2015, Sieghart died of non-communicable disease in Vienna, Austria, at the age of 84. Number 9. Antonio Prieto as Miguel Rojo. Miguel Rojo is a ruthless and powerful leader of a gang in San Miguel. He is shrewd and calculated in his dealings, demonstrated by his approach to Joe after witnessing his deadly skills. Despite his initial reluctance to hire Joe, he recognizes the value of having him as an ally and tries to convince his younger brother, Esteban, not to act rashly against the American. He is also among the survivors of Joe's retaliation against the Rojo gang, but ultimately meets his demise when he is shot in the head during a confrontation with the American. Miguel Rojo, played by Antonio Prieto, when he was 34 years old. Sadly, on February 4th, 1965, Prieto died of a stroke in Madrid, Spain. He was 60. We miss A Fistful of Dollars cast so much. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and share the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks. See you in the next video.